But one of the things I'm proud of for our community here is that there's at least 5,000, about 5,300 people based on three reserves, Bighorn, Morley, and Eden Valley, and at least 2,500 people still speak the language in the home. That was one thing that was not forbidden in the residential school that we attended, so we have kept our language. And my people have never lost the Sundance or the ceremonies. They are still very strong in it. And I am grateful to the ancestors for this, because it was their leadership and strength that has carried us thus far. Having said that, I work at the Nakoda Elementary School. My training in university is as a counselor, and I work with the counseling staff, but I am also the resident elder at the Nakoda Elementary School. And the concern I have is that there is practically no child that enters the school from kindergarten to high school. They do not speak our language. And so I see that we are going to lose our language pretty soon if we don't do something about it. There are still young people that speak our language, and I am proud of them for that. My thoughts on this curriculum. We were never taught what happened. We were never taught our own history. The colonial system prevented that. So in social studies, we learned about everything else but our own. And I'm thinking that perhaps we need to balance our curriculum, because we still have to prepare our children for, in case they need to leave the reserve to work off reserve, we still have to prepare them for that. And so we need to balance the curriculum to include culture, language, and history of our people of most reserves, all reserves, and then balance that with what's required by the provincial provincial curriculum, because I think we follow the provincial curriculum in our systems. And we do teach the language in our schools, but we are not producing speakers. Kids learn for maybe half an hour, but they don't come out to practice. I think that needs to be looked at too. I think we need to look at how we're teaching the language and then giving the kids an opportunity to practice speaking the language to each other. I know when my late daughter, Kim, was at the Morley Community School, she was a teacher, and she taught the language and culture, and she used to take the kids out. You know, she and my cousin Dwayne Mark held cultural camps where the young people would camp out in the wilderness and learn skills that was kind of automatic for their grandparents. Learn how to hunt, how to skin, how to disperse of the meat. They were taught not, the hunter does not get the choice pieces, those kinds of things. And the girls, they hired elders to come to the camp, and the girls were taught how to slice meat. We took them out for berry picking and things like that. And I don't know if it's still, I'm not at the Morley Community School anymore, so I don't know if this is happening. But my daughter has passed away, and the other teacher that helped her with the cultural stuff was Serena Ryder, and she has passed away this year, so I don't know who will be taking over her her classes. But we do need to teach our young people. Like that lady said, no, we grew up living outside, living in the wilderness. We learned all the skills, and that's lacking in our kids. All they're doing right now is playing the games, video games and stuff. So we need to take them out there so they can learn the skills of their people, and but also at the same time we need to prepare them for the outside world too. Um, I am my first job was as a certified nursing assistant way back in the 60s. And when I left the reserve here to work outside, I didn't, I couldn't speak in sentences, uh, or I couldn't converse in English really. I could speak the language, but I just couldn't converse easily. So it was a learning process for me. And when I came back, my my people thought I was different, having been influenced, I guess, by the outside world. But I've fitted back into my community now, and I'm very grateful that I'm still able to work. And once this COVID-19 restrictions, once it's over and we get back to school, I'm really looking forward to returning back to school and seeing the young people. But I would like to stress out to the administrators that we need to balance culture, language, and history with the provincial curriculum, and look at how we're teaching the language. Why are we not producing speakers? I know that language is learned in the home, so I think we need to teach the young parents who do not speak the language so that they can converse with their kids in our language. That's all I have to say, Ishnis. Thank you.